great to ground your body at night before you go to sleep, and you just sleep that really deep, peaceful sleep. We all like that refreshed feeling when we get up in the morning. And then last week we did a little work with running energy. So you can rub your feet on the ground and pull up some earth energy deep in the earth, up into the arches of the feet, through the ankles and the calves, into the knees, straight through the thighs, letting it drop down, that grounding. And the earth energy just helps to make that body grounded and real. So it's a great connection. So just giving yourself a minute to bring up that earth energy and just see how that feels to you. And just as easily, you can imagine bringing in some cosmic energy from deep out in space. And just like when you stand under the shower, let that cosmic energy just flow down the back of your body, down your spine. It'll make a U-turn when it gets to your bottom, come up the front inside your body, flowing down your arms and hands, and then up through your face, up a couple of feet above your head, like a big whale spout. And then it cascades down through your aura. And again, there's no effort when you stand under the shower. It's not work. The energy just does it for you. It just moves. And this cosmic energy really validates you as a spirit. And that's why it feels so good to run energy. Just a great way of giving to yourself and nurturing your own energy. And tonight, this is where we're going to play. We're going to play in this space called your aura. It's about arm's length around your body, looks kind of egg-shaped. When you teach children, they call it a bubble. I kind of like their concept, so I use that myself. Cheating is allowed. So you can call it your aura or your bubble. And that's where we're going to play tonight, the concept of space. So just say hello to that space all the way around you, behind you, above you, below you, all the way around. You're wrapped in this beautiful energy. And you can bring that energy in really close to you. If you're traveling and you're really crowded on like the tram that goes to the airport, you might pull your aura in really tight. So try that. Just pull your aura in really tight and see how that feels to you. Might be all right for a little while, but I think it would get old quickly. And then do the opposite. Push it all the way out. So maybe it's as big as the room you're in. How does that feel? That might be too big. So somewhere in between, just having fun playing with it. And then bring it in so it's just the right size for you. When a clairvoyant reads your aura, they're reading the colors of energy, what they stand for, and mental image pictures. And the aura is related to the chakras, the little energy centers in the body. The chakras have like 12 layers, and all of them go clockwise, except for the last one. And that one goes counterclockwise. And out of that chakra comes this layer of electric blue that defines each layer of the aura. So just for fun, because we can, just imagine vibrating all the electric blue in your aura. It denotes a healthy body. We don't read this when we look at the colors, but it's out of this electric blue that the colors actually come. It's how the aura is formed and how it relates to a chakra. So just for a minute, imagine having a tuning fork and tuning all the chakras to your crown, the very top of your head. Just letting them come in harmony. And when you set them to your crown, you're setting your chakras to your own information, your truth. And then tune also those layers of electric blue. Just imagine bringing them in harmony. The longer you run energy, the more distinct each layer of the aura becomes. So someone who's been meditating a long time tends to have a crisper aura. It's much easier to read them or see what's happening. Someone who's beginning, they might have some muddied colors. And that just means they have a little bit of foreign energy in their aura. Does anybody die from that? Nope. Does it happen to all of us? Yep. It's just as you run more energy, it gets more distinct. So tonight we're going to play with color, and I want you to just have fun with it and see what you discover. There's no right answer. And that's the best thing, is really checking in with your truth. What is your answer for you? Because that's what you're going for. I know what works for me, but hey, you got to find what works for you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our aura, just the whole thing, that whole bubble that we sit in, and we're going to turn it bright red. So just for fun, you can make it a fire engine red. And just notice how your body responds to that. Does it make you feel alert, energized? Sometimes this can be like the adventure where if you're going to go on a car trip, you're going to go visit someone or go to a museum or the beach. Sometimes that excitement about going on an adventure vibrates at this color red. It can mean so many things. Red can be a color of love. It can be the color of anger. And just notice, what does your body pick up or sense when you run red? And you can just validate what you sense. Isn't that great? Some of you may like this color and run it. Some of you may not like it, and that's okay either way. When we run a color, we want to run our color of red. So not your mom's or your best friend's, but your own vibration at red. This is great for people that are cold a lot in the winter. You can run this really vibrant red and actually run it in your feet or in your hands if they get cold, and it warms you right up. So it's just interesting. Now imagine kind of at the bottom of your aura, we're going to kind of pull a plug. We're going to let that red drain all the way out of our aura. And let's try orange. See what you discover at orange. What sensations or feelings come to you when you vibrate at orange? Can be very enthusiastic. Be a lot of happy energy at orange. Might be a color you like, might be a color you don't feel comfortable with. Just kind of play with it. What qualities come up in this vibration? And breathe. And you can say hello to something you like. You can say hello to something you don't like at that vibration. And most of the time when we're in the clairvoyant class or we're working with different colors, we try and kind of find a level of neutrality. So releasing any energy that makes it hard to be at this color lets you have a little bit more neutrality. And take a deep breath. And again, at the bottom of your aura, you can just release that orange down your grounding cord. And let's put a bright lemon yellow in there. This might be better, this might be worse. Just see what you discover. What does yellow do for you? It's kind of a hoot playing with colors. Seeing which ones your body really has affinity with. You might notice, do you have any yellow in your wardrobe? I don't have anything yellow in my wardrobe, but they're my favorite color of flowers. So I tend to buy yellow flowers. And there's a lot of research in different sounds within your name and your voice. And for me, when I had that done, yellow was the one frequency I did not have in my tones. So sometimes you seek that in other things. For me, it's in flowers. So it's kind of fun to see how we complete ourselves. But just notice where you might find this vibration for yourself. What does yellow bring to you? Can be a very thinking color. Can be kind of bankers, people who analyze data, computer people, many times have kind of an analytical energy and they run this vibration of yellow. Not good or bad. It can be, again, a very enthusiastic color. But just seeing what you discover. And then again, drain that color out of the bottom of your aura, down your grounding cord. And let's try on green. Green and blue are probably the two most used colors in the aura. So try green on for you. Green's a great color of growth, new beginnings. Many times when someone has a baby or starts a new job or moves to a city, buys a new house, we talk about them being in a mean green growth period. That means they're in such a huge change that almost every layer of their aura vibrates at green. And it's like the only thing they can think about is that move or that job, that baby. And it takes a little while for them to move out of that and put their awareness on something else. So it's kind of a joke when somebody comes in and they're that green. It's like, ooh, you got the mean greens. So we tease them a little. You got to poke a little fun because you can take it serious when it feels that overwhelming. So just see, what qualities do you find it green? Kind of a fun discovery. Does that let the body calm down? Do you find enthusiasm there? Just again, trusting your own information. After we go through a couple of more of these, we're going to put them together and kind of play with them. So just getting that sense, recording what you discover. And then again, draining out green and putting a lovely sky blue in. Many times we all run male and female energy, but many times when we're creating or we're actively doing something with our male energy, it can be at that beautiful blue. There's no right or wrong way to use it, either on a female or male level. It can be a lot of certainty in that blue. It can be very grounding. If you have a work project that you're having a hard time getting to, you could put this nice blue in there. So it's grounded, it's steady, and it's easier to get to. I like to do, when I do the taxes for the center, I like to ground it with a nice blue. And then I might use a color on top of it that kind of says hello to people as a spirit as well. So it might be an enthusiastic color like orange over sky blue. So it's having fun, but it's being grounded at the same time. So we can do color combos. Sometimes if it's a navy blue, that might be more of the rules and regulations, kind of like what they used to call IBM blue. It had a certain vibration. There was a certain frequency. It was a little bit more serious, a little more restricted or constricted. So within that vibration is a certain level of organization or rules, structures. And again, that can be a great thing. If you were using a blue-green, kind of a mix, that has a lot of amusement in it. Throw blue-green on for a minute. A lot of humor, a lot of laughter, playfulness. You see this a lot in kids' clothes. Kind of a watery sensation. And again, there's no wrong or right. We're just having fun with whatever we discover. All right, we've got 3 more. Let's try purple. Ground out that blue-green down your grounding cord and try purple. If any of you have been kings or queens or princesses or princes, sometimes that purple has a nice regal vibration. Sometimes it's a very spiritual color. But see what purple is for you. What do you discover? And just playing with that. Does that feel soothing to you? If you go to lavender, that's a very high vibration. If you're in deep purple, that's a very slow or low vibration. Again, can be very grounding. Okay, two more. Let's drain purple and go to brown. The wonderful color. It's really low on the scale. Sometimes we use brown as a way to take a break and go down to this low, slow vibration. This is a great color to put around your body when you sleep at night. It's like being a tree in the middle of the forest. So it gives you that calmness, that stillness. So if you make a bubble around your body at night to sleep, set it at this deep brown. You know, when you get in the forest, that level of stillness and quiet is just amazing. It's so healing. So this brown can be just this very comforting feeling, like being all tucked in. Can also be the energy of a break, just walking away from everything. Many times readers will go down to brown to just take a minute to stop and find neutrality in their reading space before they go back and read again. So it's a great energy tool when you work in a clairvoyant space. And then I want you to really feel this one. Feel brown. Because the next one we're going to do, the last one, is gold. And brown's about as low as you can get, and gold's about as high as you can get. So as that brown drains out, fill your bubble with liquid gold. And notice the energy shift between those two colors. What do you notice at gold? What is a feeling that comes to you? Gold can be a great color of ownership, owning your space, owning your information. It's pretty high to just run around in all day. We tend to seek a color somewhere in the middle, but it's great to go up to gold and revitalize yourself. So giving yourself that space. We fill in with gold lots of times when we do a gold sun. And it's a way of giving back or nurturing, healing ourselves. And it just feels good to have that liquid gold run through all the cells in your body. So when we're in everyday life playing with our space, just like if you've ever had a day where you go and you change clothes 2 or 3 times, you can't find the right outfit or the right shirt, you're kind of playing with the energy in your aura unconsciously. So sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to wear this. I want to try, I need a different color, a different vibration. So we play with color all the time. So giving yourself a healing by switching colors is a great way to heal yourself. And then since we've run through all those colors, kind of decide, what would you like to set your aura at tonight? What color felt the best to you? Maybe it's a combination of colors. Again, there's no wrong or right. It's just what feels good to you. And we can use colors to kind of help us ground in our week. I went through a period in my life where I was traveling quite a bit, and staying in a hotel is, it's fine, it's convenient, but it doesn't have that feeling of home. So it's like, how do you own that space and make it comfortable to be in? And one of my favorite ways was snorkeling in Hawaii. being underneath the water with those big sea turtles and little schools of fish swimming by. I would put that visual scene underwater in my hotel room. And it was like being in that peacefulness underwater. There's a certain level of quiet that you get in the ocean. And those big sea turtles just swim by you and the waves move them and they don't care. They're just on the journey. So there's a lot of non-resistance. It's just going with the flow. So after a hectic day of teaching and working and traveling, I found that really relaxing just to make my hotel room kind of that ocean view, that sense. Other times it could be like the big redwood trees in California. Some of those trees are thousands of years old. So you can use a sense to calm you or to create a vibration of harmony wherever you go. So just for fun, I want you to think of one place that maybe you have a harder time being. Could be the DMV when you have to renew your driver's license. It could be grocery shopping, whatever it is for you. So get that sense. Find that place where it's kind of hard for you to be peaceful. And then decide you're going to play with just grounding that space and filling it with one of the colors of energy we worked with tonight. It might be a beach scene or the trees, but just some way of owning it for yourself so that when you're there next, it doesn't have to be as hectic or frantic for you. So we're just using colors of energies, qualities, to kind of change a vibration into something that we enjoy even more. For me, one of the reasons I love to meditate is you get to a place of quiet where it's not like you don't have a body, but it's like so spacious that nothing is solid. It's more molecular. And the energy is more like infinity. It just goes forever in a very comfortable way. And you can get to a certain place of calm where the body is so still that all you feel is the spirit part of you. To me, that's always been the attraction to meditating, is getting to that sweet spot and just sitting in that harmony. Very appropriate on a quiet day. If it's a day you're running around town and working on Zoom or teaching or, doing something else, hey, you're not going to be in that space, but you can pick colors that really help you with your vibration. If I'm, doing grocery shopping and a bunch of things, I might pick some really fun colors. Again, orange over blue is fun for me. There's a lot of enthusiasm and yet very grounded. So pink over greens, another color combo I like when I'm getting things done, being busy. And you just start to pair up colors that feel good to you. Again, there's no wrong or right way. So it's kind of fun to experiment and just see what you discover in your day. But this is another way you can give to yourself and nurture yourself in your aura. Nobody knows what you're doing. They're not paying attention, but you can just calm that aura or bring it up to a higher vibration easily in your own way. So give yourself permission. Here's another tool that you can use and play with. Each person that runs a color, like if we each pick blue, we might have different qualities of blue. We might experience it all different ways. So there is no one correct way to interpret it. It's really seeing, what is your truth? What does it signify to you? And having fun with that vibration. The other thing that's really fun is like when we talked about the forest, one of my favorite places in California is Yosemite. And they have those huge sequoia trees, giant redwoods that you could drive a car through. And they're just massive. And again, they're really old. And it's fun as a spirit to take your energy and just lay right inside that tree trunk and get a healing from the trees because they have an incredible vibration. And they've been around a lot longer than we have, a couple thousand years. Hey, they've seen a lot of stuff. So there can be some great ways of giving yourself a healing that maybe you haven't thought of in your everyday life. But it's a tremendous experience to have. Just like you get a healing when a puppy runs up and is playing with you, or a kitten, a baby. They all open you to a heart energy. And so letting yourself have those vibrations, being aware of how it shifts, the difference between dark brown and really high at gold. Most of you can feel that shift because it's so profoundly different. And this is what we're going for when we play with energy. We're just becoming more aware of what we intuitively know already and how to use it in our everyday life. Now let's do one more little science experiment here. Close your eyes and just notice, you're just playing a game. If you could see like a doll house that represents the house you live in. If you were going to guess what color your kitchen vibrated, just ask yourself, what's the color in the kitchen? Is it busy? Is it quiet? Just notice what color comes through. Again, don't make it wrong or right. Just get curious. And what color is your living room? What vibration do you feel in your living room? And last, what vibration is in your bedroom? What color? How do you set that energy in your most private space? What feels comfortable to you? And breathe. We use a program we call house healing, and people come in and read the energy in all the rooms. And if the owners don't like it, they ground out the vibration. If there's any spirit guides in there, they clean out the old vibration and help them set a new vibration. So if you encountered one of the rooms in your kitchen, living room, or bedroom, a color you didn't like, you could just ground that room and drain out the color and put a new color in. So just with those 3 rooms, go back to your kitchen and just see, how do you like it? Does that work for you? Is it comfortable? If it is, keep it. If it's not, try a new color in there. It's just another way of owning your house, owning your space. And it's just like pouring water from a glass into a sink. It's really easy to pour a new color in there. It's just no effort. And then go to your living room and look at the energy in your living room. Does it feel good? If it does, keep it. If it doesn't, add another color. Try something different. And then last, your bedroom. Just notice what vibration it's at. And again, is it something you want to keep or change? It's kind of like changing your clothes. You can change the energy anytime you want. It's just not hard. So I've always been part scientist and part spiritualist. So as we change or as we finish up tonight, I want you to walk around your house and just see if you notice any difference. You might not, but play it as a game. Just see if you pick up anything that's different as you walk through your house tonight. All right.